Welcome everyone. We've got the Transformers Missing Link CO5, CO6, Sunstreaker, and Cordon. Don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, but there it is. So, latest Missing Link. These have been released for a few months. These two I received from Entertainment Earth. That's where I had my pre-order. I've been leaning a bit more on US retailers to pre-order stuff because things are very weird with tariffs right now. Normally, I used to order these through like Amazon.com in Japan, but as of right now in September, the overseas retailers either aren't shipping to the US or there's like heavy tariff charges, so just kind of be aware of that. The outer packaging is kind of generic, kind of looks like the Takara Tomy mall stuff that they normally do. The other releases were like that, but basically there's this outer box, and inside there is a fancy G1 style box. And these boxes are little compared to the US versions, which were maybe like double this size. I wish I had an example to show, but more or less these are pretty small. These are like, bare minimum size that you can get this toy into, and the original Japanese releases were like that. They had smaller packaging than the US versions. All right, and there is Sunstreaker. As you see, they have these little filler cardboard pieces. But they both come with a Diaclone driver. And I believe they said this is supposed to represent the original designer at Takara. But very nostalgic. They do have these new portraits of the robots to kind of spruce them up. This is not the original artwork on the front, but very nice. I've been looking forward to these. As a kid, I never had Sunstreaker. Nobody at any school that I went to ever had Sunstreaker, so I've always saw Sunstreaker in pictures. I don't even know if I've ever seen this guy like in real life. Like when I was at the store with my mom, I don't think I've ever seen this guy. So it's kind of a treat to be able to own this for the first time. So let's go ahead and get these out. It is kind of cool. They got the little homage to the robot points on the side. They are also in styrofoam. And they do have instruction sheet. They have a little tech spec red decoder. There are some stickers in here. He is tampoed up already, but if for some reason you just want to, put stickers on him, you can. And he also comes with a little file card. This is paper. It's a very nice glossy paper, but it's just paper. And that is Sunstreaker. As you can see, he's where he would have the stickers at. It's already like painted on. He's got a tampoed Autobot symbol. every place where there would be stickers at, he is already like painted with the stickers. Even the little like red areas here are stickered. And he does have rubber tires. So that's really nice. He does have the blaster. We talked about the little Diaclone guy. And he's got his missile hands, his hand missiles, arm missiles, whatever you want to call them. And he's got a set of fists and a set of these like shoulder pylons that are just part of the transformation process. These guys were very parts forming back in the day, and this edition is also parts forming. All right, and Cordone is pretty much the same. He's got a Diaclone dude that's painted a little bit different. He's got the same weapon, same fists and shoulder pieces, just painted white. And this is what his vehicle mode looks like. And this is very much a Diaclone version repaint. Notice he's got the actual police lights glued on, molded on. And then there's the little Diaclone dude. Whoops. All right, so let's get them into robot mode and do some comparisons and take a look. All right, we'll go over transformation just a little bit. I started taking them apart and realized, actually, this is actually pretty easy to do. So you got this flap, pull the flap down to get to the bottom arm. He's got the, keep in mind, this is like the first time I'm transforming him, but I have had Prowl, I've had Sideswipe, I've had Jazz, and he's got those arm folding gimmicks like the other Car Brothers have, but it's just in the back. And then you want to basically get the windshield up and extend the legs. I'm also trying to be careful because I don't know how fragile or not fragile this guy might be. But basically, slide the legs down until you hear it snap. The feet do have ratchets. That's kind of cool. And I know we need to do something with this piece. So you basically need to lift up here to kind of loosen this, and then this will allow you to pull this whole fixture back. And then you're gonna basically bring the windshield back down with it folded forward like this. You know, situates the arms as needed here. And then I think we just accordion the head a little bit. There's also a tab here that goes into here. So that's where you know how far down this goes. And then this little rivet kind of seems like it goes into this groove right here. Yeah. And then you can close this back up, I believe. And this piece here needs to bend to kind of get to where it needs to go, and that hole, the divot that sticks out does need to kind of go into this groove. And it's best to just get this whole armature all the way out to get that to work. And then once you do that, should all just come together. Yeah. So you can see how this is nice and flush now. And then twist the bicep so that the pin is facing backwards. And then you can close this back piece back up. And that's pretty much it. Now he's a parts former. So you're going to have to put his hands on. And I'm realizing he doesn't have a way to hold his weapon. So it always helps to read instructions. So the fists out of the box, you know, just kind of go into the slots like old school. They got these faux buttons that on the original toy you'd press and to make the fist fly out. His missing link fists are inside his forearm. This is like crazy stuff here. So you pull the hand down there, the forearm. I'm trying to get this out, but basically it is folded up in the forearm. That is his cool new style fists. Don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting his fists out. There we go. So that is pretty cool. So you can give him, you know, toy accurate fists or these newfangled fists that, you know, open and everything. And then to complete the look, you just need to put these pylons on. I mean, it's mostly to give definition to his arms because the way his head is formed, you know, how high his head is up, you know, having the arms swing out here, you kind of putting these on here to give him, you know, a little bit better look. All right, so that is Sunstreaker. You know, he's still G1 Sunstreaker though. You know, he's a little odd, you know, kind of a odd looking figure. But all of the G1 figures had a little oddity to them, you know. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. And as always, tune into more videos coming up. Thank you.